Hey guys, Cindy here from Pleasant Sims. Today I'm going to show you how to adopt a Townie child into any of your Sims families. And this will work for Townie children who maybe live in an orphanage if you have one in your neighborhood, or just the Townie children who are wandering the streets. We have a family here. This is the Smith family, Bob and Gina. I just created them randomly and put them in a test hood to show you how this works. And they both want to have a baby, but unfortunately they can't, and they're going to have to adopt. So we are going to have them adopt a child, give them the memories of adoption, satisfy their wants to have a baby, and make the child part of their household related to them with their last name. I'm going to show you how to do all of this in 4 easy steps, and you only need 3 to 4 mods. So what you'll need is number 1, the Sim Blender. Number 2, you will need the memory manipulator. Number 3, you will need the last name copier. And number 4, this one is optional, Monique's Hacked Computer. You'll only need this mod if you want to charge your family an adoption fee, which is something that I choose to do in my gameplay rules. All of the links to these mods can be found in the description box below. Once you've downloaded all the mods, you can find them under Buy Mode if you go to Miscellaneous. Look here for your Sim Blender. It looks like a ficus tree. It costs 10 simoleons. Just place it on the lot somewhere. Same thing with the memory manipulator. It looks like a tray of candles and it is 20 simoleons. Just place it down on the lot. And your last name copier can be found under decorative wall hangings. And it'll be this first one here. It costs 0 simoleons. Last name copier by Christian Love. Just place that on the wall somewhere. And finally, the hacked computer. So you'll need to put down a desk or a table for your hacked computer. I'm just going to put a little 2-tile desk down. And the computer can be found along with all of the rest of your computers here. Once you have all of your mods in place, it's time to get started. Step 1 is paying the adoption fee. Like I said, this part is optional. If you don't want to charge your family an adoption fee, just skip ahead to step 2. Bob is going to come over here and go to Bank Online, transmit money to household funds of a playable sim, 500 simoleons. That's how much I charge for my adoptions, is 500 simoleons, but you can charge as much as you want. It just has to be 100 simoleons or above in increments of 100. Now we'll get a pop-up with all the Sims currently living in the neighborhood. This is Jane Jones. She is the caretaker of our orphanage, so we're going to have our Sim pay the adoption fee to her. If you don't have an orphanage, but you still want to charge your family an adoption fee, you can either just donate the money, which takes it out of your Sim's household funds, or you could even use the family funds cheat and you don't even need the computer. However you want to do it, just get rid of that money. But since I have an orphanage, I like to give the money directly to the orphanage. Now that the adoption fee has been paid, it's time for step 2, adding the child to the family. Move over to your handy Sim Blender, select it, and select More, Teleport, Enable Summon menu. Then select again, More, Teleport, Summon. And you're going to summon over the child here depending on which family they are currently in. If this Sim is a Townie just living on the streets, you may have to dig a little bit to find which household they're in, but they will be in this menu somewhere. I know that the child we want to adopt is in the Jones household. Her name is Brittany Parker. You may be familiar with her as a Townie from Pleasant View. We're going to select her. It's going to teleport her right over into the house. Now she's here, but she's not part of the household and she's not related to our Sims. So we're going to add her. We're going to move her in. Click on the Sim Blender, click Family, move in Brittany. Now she's a selectable member of the household, but she is not related to the family. So our next step is to click the Sim Blender, click Family, Brittany Parker, set as my child. Now make sure that it's one of the parents who is selecting this, because you don't want to accidentally set her as a child of a sibling or something. So choose one of the parents and choose Set as my child. Now if we look at the family tree, don't worry about these other 2 kids. They don't matter right now. I deleted them. So if we look at the family tree, we can see that Brittany is now the child of Bob Smith, but she is not the child of Gina. So you have to do this for both parents. So select the second parent, select Family, Brittany Parker set as my child. And if we look at her family tree, we can see that Brittany is now the child of both Bob and Gina. That's all well and good, but if we look at their memories, they have no memories of adopting Brittany or of Brittany coming into their family in any way. These are for the previous 2 children that I used for another test. So step 3 will be adding the memories to the family of Brittany's adoption. So we're going to move over to the memory manipulator, select one of the parents, select add good memory from, base game, and go about 6 menus in. That means you're going to click the more button 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And over here on the side, you're going to see adopted name of sim. Select that, press play. And we're going to get a pop-up with all the Sims currently in the neighborhood. Choose Brittany, say okay, and now Bob has the memory of adopting Brittany. Now, the memory manipulator has a lot of awesome functions. You can remove memories, you can add a bad memory or add a good memory, and all of the memories available in the game are here. So you can choose memories from apartment life, free time, bon voyage, seasons, blah, 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 and base game. And there's things like met aliens, got into private school. This is a really amazing mod if you are creating your own custom neighborhood and you want to add some backstory, you want to give your Sims some memories. Every memory in the game here you can add, and it's super easy. You don't even have to open SimPE. Okay, enough gushing about this awesome mod. Now we're going to go choose Gina Smith, and we're going to give her the same memory. We're going to add good memory from base game, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and adopted name of sim. We're going to choose Brittany, give it just a second to appear, and now she has the memory of adopting Brittany. Now, unfortunately, there is no memory for being adopted. But what I like to do is give my adopted Sims the memory of moving in, and that can kind of signify the time whenever they moved into the household. So we're going to add a good memory from base game, and moved in is right here on the first menu. We're going to select that. Give it just a second to appear. Now Brittany has the memory of moving in, so when we look back on her memories and see that, we'll know that that's the time she remembered being adopted by the Smith family. I also give, if there are any siblings in the household, I give them the memory from base game. Right above the adoption, there's name of sim joined the family. So you can give all of the family members the memory of Brittany joining the family as well. If there are any siblings or any grandparents or any other extended family that you want to remember this event, that's another good one to add. Now that everyone has the memory of Brittany moving in, finally we need to give her the same last name. Now, you don't have to change her last name if you don't want to. I like to do that because at least in the United States, whenever a child is adopted, they typically take the last name of their adopted family. So all you do is select Brittany, select the last name copier, select copy last name from Bob Smith or any of the Smith family, press play. Just accept whenever it asks you the Sim's name. Unless you would like to change their first name, you can do that as well here. We're going to keep Brittany. And now it says, call me Brittany Smith from now on. And if you hover over her, she is now Brittany Smith. And finally, our last step is to satisfy the wants of the parents to have a baby. Even though they adopted Brittany, it didn't satisfy their want to have a child. But we know that they did get the child that they want, and we want them to get the points for this. So what we're going to do is hold down the control button on your keyboard and right-click on the want have a baby. This forces the want to become satisfied, and your sim gets the points for it. So we're going to do that to both parents or anybody in the family who wanted to have a child. There we go. And that's all there is to it. Now the Smiths have a lovely new child, everybody has the memory of her being adopted, and the parents got their wants to have a baby satisfied. I hope you guys found that helpful. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below and I'll try to help you out. I tried to make this as clear as I possibly could, and I don't think I have anything else to add. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to the channel for more Sims 2 content coming in the future. You can also visit my blog at pleasantsims.com for more Sims 2 tutorials, downloads, custom content, and all kinds of other fun stuff. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you with a new video very soon.